Welcome to Sajad Classics, where we celebrate the timeless stars of classic cinema. Ava Lavinia Gardner was born on December 24, 1922, in Grabtown, North Carolina, to a family of tobacco farmers. As the youngest of 7 children, Ava's early life was far removed from the glamorous world she would one day inhabit. After her father's death in 1938, the family struggled financially, but young Ava's beauty was already starting to turn heads. In 1941, during a visit to New York City to see her sister, Ava's photograph, taken by her brother-in-law, was displayed in a photographer's window. This simple photo would change her life forever. That photo caught the eye of a talent scout from MGM Studios, and before she knew it, Ava Gardner had a screen test. Although she initially struggled with acting, her thick Southern accent was a challenge. Her beauty was undeniable, and MGM signed her to a contract. Her early roles were minor, often just as a face in the background. But in 1946, Ava's big break came with The Killers, opposite Burt Lancaster. Her sultry performance as femme fatale Kitty Collins made audiences take notice, and suddenly, Ava Gardner was a star. Throughout the 1950s and 60s, Ava Gardner solidified her position as one of Hollywood's most glamorous and versatile stars. Her Academy Award-nominated performance in Mogambo, 1953, opposite Clark Gable and Grace Kelly, showcased her ability to play complex, spirited women. Her portrayal of Eloise Kelly, a brash showgirl caught in a love triangle in the African wilderness, was both powerful and endearing. But it was the Barefoot Contessa, 1954, that allowed Ava to truly shine, playing Maria Vargas, a Spanish dancer who rises to stardom as a Hollywood actress. The role was a mirror of her own life, and Ava brought an element of innocence and vulnerability to Maria. Humphrey Bogart, who played the role of her mentor and protector, guided her both on and off screen. Their chemistry was undeniable, and many fans felt a deep emotional connection to their dynamic. Bogart's tough but tender portrayal of Harry Dawes, a film director who watches over Maria with a mix of admiration and fatherly protectiveness, resonated with audiences who saw it as a reflection of Bogart's real-life fondness for Ava. Ava's portrayal of Maria was imbued with a poignant depth, her innocence paired with the disillusionment that often comes with fame. The Barefoot Contessa was a film that allowed Gardner to explore not just glamour, but the emotional toll of being in the spotlight, something she understood all too well. The film remains one of her most beloved, particularly for how it showcased her ability to balance beauty with vulnerability. Gardner's range was further showcased in films like Bhawani Junction, 1956, a film set during the final days of British rule in India. In this film, she played Victoria Jones, a half-Indian, half-British woman caught between two worlds. Gardner's portrayal of a woman torn between her identity and loyalty was praised for its emotional complexity and sensitivity. The film showed Ava's ability to convey internal conflict with grace, proving she was more than just a Hollywood beauty. She was an actress who could handle challenging roles with finesse. Ava also charmed audiences in the whimsical romantic comedy A Touch of Venus, 1948, where she played the titular goddess, Venus, brought to life in modern times. With her enchanting screen presence and a lighthearted performance, Gardner proved she had the comedic chops to match her dramatic flair. Her role as Venus added a delightful, playful dimension to her filmography, further showcasing her versatility. Her remarkable career also included musicals, such as Showboat, 1951, where she captivated audiences with her portrayal of Julie Laverne, a tragic character whose mixed-race identity leads to hardship. Although her singing was dubbed over, her screen presence and emotional performance made the film a hit. She also starred in The Sun Also Rises, 1957, based on Ernest Hemingway's classic novel. Ava played Lady Brett Ashley, a character who epitomized glamour and complexity, navigating the emotional chaos of love and longing in post-World War I Europe. Another standout performance came in The Snows of Kilimanjaro, 1952, where Ava brought emotional intensity to a love story set against the majestic backdrop of Africa. And then there was The Night of the Iguana, 1964, where she worked alongside Richard Burton in one of her most critically acclaimed roles. Ava played Maxine Falk, a bohemian hotel owner in Mexico, in a performance that was bold, brash, and full of life. This film highlighted her ability to embrace maturity and confidence while still delivering emotional depth. Audiences loved Ava Gardner for more than her striking beauty. They admired her for her ability to play a wide range of roles, from innocent ingenues to complex, emotionally conflicted women. Whether it was in a tense drama, a romantic comedy, or a musical, Ava's charisma and talent made her unforgettable. The screen came alive when she was on it, and her performances continue to resonate with new generations of film lovers. While she was seen as a goddess on the screen, Ava Gardner was known for her down-to-earth personality in real life. She was witty, unfiltered, and had a free spirit that charmed everyone who met her. Gardner was unapologetically herself, often outspoken, fiercely independent, and, as she admitted, a bit of a rebel. Fans adored her not just for her glamorous image, but because she came across as authentic and relatable in an industry known for its facades. Ava's personal life was often just as dramatic as her films. She was married 3 times, each marriage making headlines around the world. Her first husband was actor Mickey Rooney, a Hollywood darling at the time. Though their marriage was short-lived, it was her first taste of the Hollywood spotlight. Her second marriage was to bandleader Artie Shaw, but this too ended quickly, as Ava later reflected on the controlling nature of their relationship. Her most famous and passionate relationship was with her third husband, the legendary Frank Sinatra. Their marriage in 1951 was one of the most talked about unions in Hollywood. It was a tempestuous relationship, filled with both love and conflict. Even after their divorce, they remained close for years. Sinatra famously said Ava was the love of his life. However, Ava often found the press's constant scrutiny of her personal life exhausting. She retreated from the Hollywood spotlight, spending much of her later life in Spain and England, where she could find some peace. In her later years, Gardner left Hollywood for a quieter life. She settled in London in the 1960s, far away from the flashing lights of the press. Though she took on a few small roles in television, her focus was on enjoying life, traveling, and maintaining friendships with those she held dear. Despite suffering from health issues, including a stroke in 1986, Ava remained fiercely independent until her death in 1990 at the age of 67. She was remembered not only as one of the greatest stars of Hollywood's golden age, but also as a woman who lived life on her own terms. Ava Gardner's legacy endures not just in her timeless films, but in the way she captivated the world with her charm, wit, and undeniable talent. She was a true trailblazer, breaking free from the image Hollywood had crafted for her to become her own person, both on and off the screen. Her combination of beauty, talent, and authenticity made her an icon. Today, Ava Gardner remains a symbol of classic Hollywood, a legend who will never be forgotten. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more classic cinema stories and timeless Hollywood legends right here on Sajed Classics.